Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, fully dressed, and paused? You look at yourself and think, something's not quite right, but what is it? It's not the fit, it's not the color. Do you know what it might be? The print. Yes, the print. That simple little detail we often ignore can either elevate your entire outfit or completely distract from your natural beauty. I once tried on a beautiful dress. The cut was perfect and the color was lovely, but the bold, chaotic pattern made me feel like I was wearing a costume. Not confident, not polished. Sometimes all it takes is the wrong pattern to make us look older or feel invisible. But when you choose a print that truly flatters you, something shifts. You stand taller, you feel more like yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to explore. Style after 50 is not about chasing trends or trying to look younger. It is about embracing who you are and dressing in a way that reflects that confidence. But let's be honest, figuring out which prints actually flatter you now can feel confusing. Something you loved in your 30s might not feel quite right anymore. That is normal. Our features change, and so should our wardrobe. Today we are going to talk about the prints that no longer serve you and introduce the ones that do. Prints that uplift, support, and truly match the woman you are today. Let us be honest. The way clothes fit us in our 20s is not the same in our 50s or 60s. Our skin changes, our shape changes. Even the colors and prints that used to light us up can suddenly feel off. But the tricky part? We often do not notice right away. We keep wearing the same patterns because they are familiar. I had a favorite blouse from my 40s. It was bold and busy, and I loved how it made me feel then. But recently, I put it on and felt overwhelmed by it. It took me a while to realize the print was no longer working for me, and that is okay. Today is not about tossing your entire closet. It is about learning how to pick prints that highlight the best of who you are right now, not who you used to be. The first. Overwhelming prints. Let us start with something that might be quietly working against you every time you get dressed. Overwhelming prints. You know the ones. Huge florals that take up half your dress. Loud geometric shapes that feel like a puzzle. Swirling abstract patterns that look more like a painting than an outfit. They are bold, dramatic, and hard to miss. But here is the catch. When a print is that bold, it can take over. Instead of you wearing the outfit, it feels like the outfit is wearing you. I remember trying on a floral maxi dress a few summers ago. On the hanger, it was stunning. Vibrant reds, deep greens, oversized roses. But the moment I put it on, I felt like a walking bouquet. The print swallowed me up. I did not feel elegant. I felt small and hidden. That is what overwhelming prints can do. They distract, they dominate, they pull attention away from your face, your shape, and your energy. And it is not just florals. Large, geometric patterns can break up your silhouette in odd ways. A big diamond shape might sit awkwardly across your midsection. Thick lines can cut your frame in half or make your body look boxy. These patterns do not flatter. They fight your natural lines. Then there are the abstract prints, busy, chaotic, full of color and motion. While they can be fun, they often create confusion. Your eye does not know where to land. There is no focal point. And when there is no focal point, people miss the most important part of your look. You. Animal prints deserve a special mention. A little leopard or a touch of zebra? Absolutely. These can be edgy and fun in small doses, but when you wear animal print head to toe, it quickly crosses into costume territory. The key is balance. Let the print add interest, not take over the whole conversation. Now, does this mean you should avoid prints altogether? Absolutely not. The prints are beautiful. They tell stories. They add texture and personality to your wardrobe. The secret is in the scale and placement. Smaller florals in softer tones can still feel feminine and fresh. Watercolor prints have a gentle elegance. Curved geometric shapes that flow with your body can actually enhance your silhouette. The goal is not to disappear into your clothes. It is to let your clothes highlight what is already amazing about you. So the next time you reach for a bold pattern, take a moment. Step back. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself, is this print supporting me or is it stealing the spotlight? because you deserve to be the star of your look, every time. One more thing to keep in mind is fabric. A bold print on a stiff fabric can look even more overpowering, but when that same print is on a flowy, soft material, it might be much easier to wear. The fabric helps the print move with you, not against you, and that is a subtle but important difference. Sometimes it is not just the design but how it is delivered. The second, unflattering color combinations. Now, let us talk about something that might not seem obvious at first but makes a huge difference. Color combinations in prints. You might find a pattern that looks great in shape and scale, but the colors are just not working with your complexion, and when that happens, the whole outfit can fall flat. Let us start with one of the most common examples, black and white prints. Classic? Yes. Timeless? Often. But as we age, the stark contrast between jet black and bright white can start to feel a little harsh. It can accentuate lines, make shadows appear deeper, and draw attention to parts of your face you would rather not highlight. A better option might be navy and cream, or charcoal and ivory. These give you contrast but in a softer and more flattering way. Now let us talk about bright, saturated colors. Neon pink, electric blue, lime green. They can be fun, sure, but on mature skin, these shades can look loud instead of lively. They tend to compete with your natural glow rather than enhance it. I remember seeing a woman in her 60s wearing a neon yellow floral top. She was confident, smiling, full of life, but the print overwhelmed her features. The color drew focus away from her expression and made the outfit the star, not her. A softer butter yellow or warm gold could have still brought energy without overpowering her. Then there are prints with too many colors. You know the ones. 5, 6, and sometimes even more shades are all packed into one busy design. These can feel chaotic and confusing. The eye does not know where to go, and the person wearing it can get lost in the mix. Instead, try prints with 2 or 3 coordinated colors. Think of a soft blush background with gentle green leaves and subtle gold accents. Peaceful, balanced, and very elegant. Dark, heavy backgrounds are another thing to watch out for. A print that is set against a black or deep brown base can weigh down your whole look. Especially if your skin tone is lighter or your features are soft, that dark background can make you look tired. Try softer backgrounds like light gray, muted lavender, or sandy beige. These shades lift your outfit and brighten your complexion. Finally, let us not forget undertones. If you have a warm undertone, cool pastels like icy blue or mint might wash you out. If your undertone is cool, peach or mustard could make your skin look dull. One simple trick to figure this out is to hold up gold and silver jewelry. If gold looks better, you are probably warm-toned. If silver suits you more, you are likely cool-toned. When you get the color right, everything changes. Your skin glows, your eyes look brighter, your whole presence feels more put together, and the print becomes a partner in your style, not a distraction. Color is not just decoration, it is a tool, and when you use it well, it works for you. So the next time you fall in love with a print, pause for a moment, hold it up to your face, see how your skin reacts. Does it bring you to life, or does it make you fade away? Choose the one that helps you shine. The third, outdated or juvenile prints. Let us talk about prints that just did not grow up with us. You know what I mean. The patterns we used to love, maybe even relied on to feel playful or trendy, but now they feel a little off. Not because you have changed in a bad way, but because your style has evolved, and that is a good thing. One of the biggest culprits? Oversized polka dots. Yes, they are fun. Yes, they make a statement. But if they are too big, they can come across as cartoonish or childish. A giant dot on your chest or hips is not always the kind of attention you want. Instead, go for smaller polka dots. They still bring that playful energy, but in a more refined and elegant way. Then there are those wide horizontal stripes. These can work in some cases, but more often than not, they do the opposite of what we want. They widen the frame, break up the silhouette, and draw the eye side to side instead of up and down. Vertical stripes, on the other hand, elongate the body and create a smoother visual line. That means a more flattering fit without sacrificing style. Let us not forget tie-dye. It had its moment. Maybe you even wore it back in the 70s or during a fun vacation. But now, most tie-dye prints feel a little too relaxed, too unstructured. They do not give off the polished, put-together vibe many of us are going for these days. If you like the soft blending of color, try an ombre print or watercolor pattern instead. These still offer artistic flair but with a more grown-up aesthetic. Camouflage is another one. It is trendy in some circles and works well for casual outings or streetwear, but if you are aiming for timeless elegance, camo can be tricky. The pattern is busy, often dark, and difficult to pair with more sophisticated pieces. Instead, consider botanical prints or nature-inspired designs in muted tones. These nod to the natural world, but with a softer, more graceful touch. Now let us talk about graphic prints, big logos, bold slogans, cartoon characters. They are fun in theory, but in practice they often read as loud or youthful in a way that does not always align with how we feel inside. Your clothing should reflect your personality, yes, but also your experience and wisdom. If you want something with personality, try a subtle paisley, a delicate embroidery, or a classic motif that tells a story without shouting. What it really comes down to is this: your style is allowed to evolve. It is supposed to. Just like you have outgrown certain phases of your life, you can outgrow certain patterns too. Choosing more refined prints does not mean you are boring, it means you are intentional. You know what works for you now, and that kind of confidence is the most stylish thing you can wear. So the next time you are standing in front of your closet, ask yourself, does this print still represent who I am today? If the answer is no, maybe it is time to make space for something that does. 4. Mixing prints with elegance. Mixing prints might sound intimidating, but it does not have to be. Once you get the hang of it, it is one of the most fun and creative ways to express your style. You do not have to be a fashion expert or take risks that feel uncomfortable. It is just about balance and intention. Start simple. Choose one print to be the star of the show. Maybe it is a floral blouse you love. Let that be your main piece. Then, bring in a second print that is more subtle. It could be a pinstriped pant, a dotted scarf, or a handbag with a textured pattern. The idea is not to compete, but to complement. Scale matters too. If your top has large, open flowers, pair it with a smaller, tighter print on the bottom. This creates contrast without chaos. The eye can travel comfortably, and you still get to show personality without overwhelming your frame. Color coordination is also key. Stick to the same color family or tones that play nicely together. If you are wearing navy and cream florals, try adding a stripe or check in soft beige or light gray. It creates harmony. Harmony is what makes mixed prints look elegant, not accidental. Now here is a great trick. Use neutrals as your anchor. Solid pants, a structured blazer, or neutral shoes can ground the whole outfit. They give the prints space to shine without fighting for attention. Think of them like the background music that lets the melody stand out. Accessories are a great entry point if you are nervous. A printed shoe, a patterned scarf, or a playful clutch can add that extra layer of interest without feeling too bold. You can dip your toes into the world of print mixing without diving in headfirst. I had a client once who was afraid of mixing anything beyond solids. She thought patterns were for younger women or runway models. But after pairing her favorite paisley skirt with a simple striped button-down in the same color palette, something shifted. She lit up. She felt stylish, fresh, and surprisingly modern. Sometimes it just takes one combination that works to open the door. Mixing prints is not about being loud. It is about being smart. It shows confidence, creativity, and a deep understanding of your aesthetic. The beauty of style after 50 is that you get to play by your own rules. You are not dressing for anyone else. You are dressing for how you want to feel. So if you are curious about mixing prints, try this. Lay out a few pieces on your bed. Move them around. See what feels balanced. Trust your eye. Trust your instinct. And remember, there is no failure in fashion when it comes from a place of joy and intention. If it makes you feel good, you are doing it right. Here is what it all comes down to. Prints are powerful. They are more than decoration. They are communication. Before you even speak, your outfit tells a story. It can be bold and confident or quiet and elegant. It can whisper sophistication or shout for attention. And the best part is, you get to decide what message it sends. Over time, our relationship with style changes. What felt right in our 30s might not feel the same in our 60s. And that is not a loss. That is growth. That is self-awareness. It is you choosing pieces that reflect the woman you are now, not the one you used to be. There is something incredibly freeing about realizing that you do not have to prove anything to anyone through your clothes. You are not dressing to impress. You are dressing to express, to celebrate, to honor the woman you have become. I remember chatting with a woman at a brunch event. She told me she had recently cleared her closet of every pattern that made her feel unsure or invisible. She said, "I only wear things that feel like me now." And you could see it. She glowed. She was comfortable, present, completely herself. That is the magic of the right print. It does not overpower you, it amplifies you. It frames your face, matches your energy, and lets your personality shine through. This is not about avoiding prints, it is about choosing them with intention, knowing your colors, understanding your silhouette, being willing to let go of what no longer fits who you are. Because style should support you, not work against you. You are not fading, you are refining, and that is something truly beautiful. Here is the beautiful thing about personal style. It keeps growing with you. You are not locked into what used to work. You get to redefine it, reimagine it, make it yours all over again. The prints you wear should not just be trendy. They should be intentional. They should tell your story without saying a word. And once you find the ones that truly suit you, everything shifts. You start to feel more like yourself when you get dressed, more aligned, more confident. It is not about avoiding fun or hiding your personality. It is about knowing which colors, patterns, and styles highlight your features and complement your energy. The best wardrobe does not come from following fashion rules. It comes from listening to yourself. You already have the wisdom, now you just need to wear it. Choose prints that celebrate who you are today, not just who you were yesterday. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you had a print you used to love but no longer wear? Or maybe you have discovered one that makes you feel amazing now. Share it in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to see themselves in a whole new way.